Anywhere I go this morning, someone very quickly walks into the room and starts speaking very loudly, and I'm like, guys, bit of quiet, but no, okay.
You'll like Amy. She's an artist.
I'm dressed. Good morning, good afternoon, afternoon now. I'm unsure how I feel about this dress. Whenever I put it on, I'm a wee bit, I don't know if I like you, but I'm wearing it anyway because I'm very brave. Yeah, the plan is head to the outlet malls, have a little nosy about. I've already had a look to see what shops there are. I've already had a little quick look so I know what shops I kind of want to go to, just to try and not get stuck there for hours and hours and hours, because that does tend to happen sometimes. Okay, the balcony has been vacated, so I've come out here for some peace and quiet. Let's try all of this once more before we actually have to leave, which we probably have to do. What? We're going to the outlet mall. I've had a little look because I don't think we want to spend too long there because it's very easy to just be there for hours and the day just gets away from you. I'm in the market for a new pair of trainers, but I don't know what I want. I know I want a sort of darker colourway, which I don't know if getting in Florida is going to be easy, because when I'm here I just want to buy summery things. I'd like to have a look in the character warehouse. Other than that, there's not too much I really want to look at. The last thing I need in my life right now is more clothes or things that have to fit in my bedroom. There's not a lot of space for more stuff, so I'm going to try to not buy lots of stuff. Later we're going to head into EPCOT for the late night evening hours, which I think is from 9 until 11. Another boarding group entry selection-y type thing opens at 6 for that sort of extended evening hour guest bracket. That's the plan of action for 6 o'clock, is for us to try and jump in and get a return time for Guardians for later on. I was also going to ask my mum very nicely if she would braid my hair for me today, because it's annoying me. I feel like I'm holding everyone back. Well, I was definitely the last dressed, but now I'm ready to go and we're not leaving and I don't understand what's happening. But yeah, I wish my hair was braided. Maybe if I can ask her later and maybe she'll do it for me then. I hope. We've got some Olivia Rodrigo playing very loudly. We're parked in the indoor multi-storey, which is just along there, which is where we would always park, all the time. And now you have to pay to park in there, but we've ended up just doing it. I think it was $11 to pay by card, $10 if you've got cash. But we did actually like drive along to see if we could get a park space anywhere else. We'll try. It's very busy. We're heading in. The queue has been much longer than this. It's finally died down a bit. But still, standard Disney queue winds back and forward quite a bit before you can get into the attraction. And we are in. I do love that. The Hercules bust. Even the biggest Munchling fan, but they're really cute. Just like the tablecloth or something. Oh, that's the wig and cape inspired by Lotus. I feel like this one that's in here is slightly better. And then that's like inspired by the tablecloth that's on the table. It's a cape. It was 70 and it's 25. I'm so tempted by that because it's a wig.
Wig? Did you just say wig? Yes. I know, wig. I feel that already.
We've left the outlets officially after what felt like 84 years in the character warehouse. It's just so busy. It was fascinating. There was a woman walking around who was on like her TikTok live or something, and obviously people were commenting on if they, like, she should pick stuff up for that. I don't know, it felt like some sort of live auction was happening. It was bizarre, but it was just so busy and there's so many people. There's too many people. I don't like people. So yes, we've left. We're now going for food. Everyone's very hangry because once again I kept them waiting while I looked in the character warehouse. Oops. We said we'd be there for like 2 hours, and because I went in there it was a lot longer than that. My bad. We're going to try the Cheesecake Factory, which is somewhere we've never been. I don't know how long this Cheesecake Factory has been here. It certainly wasn't here the last time we were here, so it's only been a couple of years. This wee area just outside of the Premium Outlets looks like it's all in development.
I'm very scared.
And then we've got a couple of cheesecakes to go because I couldn't eat any more of my food. And this is Adam's, specifically Adam's peanut butter spectacular, and this is a Cinnabon spectacular, which is the rest in the menu, we have been assured. We'll try a bit of this before we go. Going for the point. This is unreal. The Cinnabon one is amazing. I don't care about the peanut one. No offence, Adam. This.
Absolutely incredible.
No, you're so happy to be alive.
Amazing.
Right? Somehow that big ginormous cheesecake is subtle and quite light for a cheesecake.
And then it's cinnamon. Right? It's the best thing on the menu.
We are back in Old Key West for a very, very quick break before we head back out to EPCOT. It's 7:15 now. Did manage while we were at Cheesecake Factory to get a, I forgot what it's called, my brain's not working, help. A boarding group? Is that what it's called? Why is my brain stopped working all of a sudden? A boarding group. Managed to get a boarding group for Guardians. I do think we should try and head in. I'm saying relatively soon. I don't know how many people want to actually head in soon. I think everyone's a bit done in. And once again, as I've said, it's mostly my fault because I am an angel of chaos. At the outlets we agreed to spend an hour, split off, go have a look at everything and then reconvene to see if we wanted to spend any more time, blah blah blah. I didn't get to very many shops in that time. My mistake was going into Levi's. Now I've got a few Levi's things before, but what I need to realise is that I am not buying jeans from Levi's, I'm not buying a denim jacket, I'm not buying any of those things because I already have them. And it's not necessarily somewhere I would go just for wee small incidental things. I've got things that I already need from Levi's, and because they're good enough quality, they're going to last me for a long time. So I don't have anything from there, and that was my mistake, was going in there in the first place when I knew I wasn't going to get anything that I needed or wanted. Me and my mum kind of stuck together, so then we popped into Reebok because I'm after a pair of trainers that are a bit darker. My sort of dark trainers just now are done, like they're ready to go in the bin. I found a pair of Reebok that I really, really liked, but the size that I needed, I think I'm about an 11 here. Well, I think I'm a 10.5, but you can, like 10.5s are very, very hard to come by. A 10.5 US is an 8 in the UK, and I think my feet are technically like a 7 3/4 because a 7.5 is just the tiniest bit too small. So I normally need an 8, which is a 10.5 here. Had a look in Reebok, found that pair that I really, really liked, but there was something funny with the insole. It was like it wasn't sitting properly at the heel, and I was just dead aware of it. And I don't know, it's one of those things where it's an insole, you can just replace it, but I was like, I don't want to do it right now because it was the first shop I'd been in, it was the first pairs of shoes that I'd looked at. So we moved on and we popped into Coach, which is just next door. My mum got a nice wee purse that she'd been looking for. She's been very jealous. I've got this little like card holdery purse from Coach that I got years ago, and she's been looking for something like that for ages. She's been very jealous of mine, but unfortunately she hasn't been able to use it because it's mine and I use it. So we found something like that for her, so she's very happy that she's got that now. And then we done a little swip round. I had a look in the Crocs shop. There's so many Crocs that I just wish I could buy, but I don't have the money. We're running short on time at this point. It was our hour was nearly up. So we went back up to where we were meeting up with the boys, and managed to convince them to go and get a beer at one of the little stalls that sells beers by the pint, although the pint is significantly larger than a pint. We left them there. I went and done a swoop in the sort of opposite side, so I went into Adidas. Not really much in there. I also went over into New Balance as well, but everything there again. There was like one pair that I thought was okay, but when I tried them on they looked a bit funny. They made my ankles look really, they made like the back of my feet look really wide and the front of my feet look really narrow. Then done the swoop round to like Skechers, had a look in there. I could have went into Nike, but that's a whole other ball game. That was not happening today. Swooped round into Puma. Now, I forgot about this. Went into Puma. There were so many trainers that I really liked. I usually wear Pumas. That's the sort of trainer that I wear most regularly. The little white pair of trainers that I've got, you can't see them in frame anywhere, but they are here. I've only got those white trainers and my Crocs with me. They're Puma. I've had them for years. I only really wear them here when I'm on holiday, or if it's a guaranteed sunny day in Scotland with no rain, because I don't want them to get destroyed by like Scottish mucky puddles. Went into Puma. So many options. I'm like that. Oh, I like those. Oh, those are good too. Blah blah blah. So many things that I liked. And then I remembered something that I remembered from the last time we were there, and I was very sad about it the last time too. It is very difficult to find a trainer over a size 10 in that Puma outlet. There's occasionally an 11, which would be too big. There are lots of 10s, which would be too small. I saw one 10.5, and it wasn't a 10.5 that I wanted, so, and that happened to me the last time I went in that shop as well, and I forgot, and I get so excited because I was like, oh, so many choices, I like all of these, and then it all get pulled away from me at the last minute. It's very sad. On to more happy subjects, depending on how you look at it. Did go into the character warehouse. You'll have seen bits of that. It was very busy. There were a lot of people. There was no like sensible route you could take through the shop without going boom boom everywhere. Just a lot of people. Probably not the wisest thing to go in the afternoon on Monday, but I don't think there is any wise time to go. I think it's always pretty busy. So there's some footage from that, and I stopped filming about halfway through. I don't even know if any of the footage will make it in here because it was a bit frantic and I was very overwhelmed by not the stuff, the people. There was just people everywhere.
Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared.
I felt that was in everyone's way, so I was like, I'm not going to be in people's way even more holding my little tiny camera. But I did manage to pick up a couple of things, and I'm going to show you them right this very second. So the first thing I got actually isn't for me. I was very, very kind and got something for either Adam or John or my dad. I got a t-shirt for someone, and they just have to fight over it because none of them came in the shop, so they're very lucky they got anything at all. So I got this Muppets t-shirt. It's this like dark green colour. Maybe I'll keep it for myself, it's quite nice. I don't know. I've kind of already told them about it though. So yeah, just regular t-shirt, dark green. It was $12.99, so $13 for this. I like it. I feel like if I just look at that, it makes more sense on my brother than it does on me. So, how very kind of me. Yes, I know, thank you, I'm so selfless. The last sort of clothing thing I got for myself was this t-shirt. I love it so much. I didn't see any more of them in the shop, just kind of this one. It's a sort of, it is kind of tie-dye. It looks a bit like marble, but also tie-dye. It's a kind of faint, like, greeny grey little teal circle with Mickey's face in it, and then it just has a little Walt Disney World font text type thing down there. I also just like this specific era of Mickey, this like pure 90s Mickey Mouse where his face is practically pink, and it cost me also $13, so the same as the Muppets t-shirt. The last couple of things I got are just things that I couldn't physically leave without getting, so I picked up this keychain. This keychain of the gorgeous birthday cake castle from the 25th anniversary. I know this is a very polarising thing that happened, but as someone who was there, I might not have any memory of it, but I was there. I really like this thing. I think it's so stupid and so fun, but I also get why Mom hates it. So I picked this up because I couldn't not. I'm also going to insert a picture of baby me really enjoying this castle as a little 2-year-old. The castle keychain was only $3, so I should go back and buy 50 of them. The last thing I got, me and my brother have this thing where if we see something and we look at it and we go, who else is that for if not for me? And this was one of those things. It's a Madame Leota wig and cape, and the cape looks like the tablecloth that she floats on top of. Again, if this is not meant for me, who is this meant for? So I had to buy it. It was originally $70. In the outlet I got it for $25, and I'm actually going to bust it open right now because I am so intrigued. They're attached, they're stuck together. This is so silly. I love it. Right, I'm going in. I'm also just realising this probably is for children. Oh no wait, this is a good fit actually. I've changed my tune. I'm going to also have to put a light on for this to be fully appreciated. Does this maybe also go at the back? There is a little hook and eye, but it's not enough to keep that bit closed. Maybe that goes at the back. But yeah, they look like a table. I know this isn't going to be a great wig. Do I have other wigs in the house that probably could do this job? Yes. But if you're at a Disney outlet and they're offering you a wig, you say yes. You don't turn that offer down. It's so sturdy at the front. The front's got, yeah, there's a lot of matting happening in that front bit. And then we go. Now, I have got too much hair to I'm so pretty. I'm going to sort that around so it's at the back. I think it is supposed to be at the back actually because there's gems on this. This is very hard to turn. I think I just thought because the button looked kind of fancy I had it the right way around, but I definitely don't. This is ridiculous, I love it so much. All that is missing is a fishbowl for me to stick my head in. I need to go and show everyone this. Oh no, I came out to show and not in the balcony. No, I just look stupid. I definitely didn't look stupid before now. Do you like it?
I don't know what you see. Do you like it?
I don't know. I've only seen it on a very tiny screen. Okay, I fixed it so I don't look as silly anymore. I must go show other people.
That's so cute! That cape is stunning!
It's good, isn't it?
I love it!
I had it on backwards at first. And I was like, why is there a gap?
Somewhere below.
Wait, that's it. I just remembered something.
Yes!
I look just like her! Twins! The cape's great. I feel like a tablecloth.
The wig's also fine.
What about my mullet though? Do you like my mullet?
I mean, yeah. Since that house, you do something fun with it.
My own mullet?
Oh, that? Oh, yeah, no.
All of this mullet. I feel a bit like Sideshow Mel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone like a shot?
I'm okay with that.
Here we go. It's the end of evening hours. Park closes in, I want to say 5 minutes. Our boarding group for Guardians probably get called at about 10, so we're going in, filling in some of the rides that we didn't get done a couple of days ago. Just gonna have a nice night in a quieter EPCOT. I'm very sad though because I drove in and I got confused because I thought I was driving into the preferred parking bit. Turns out it was also standard parking, they were just in the same place. But then I found a parking space that I thought was really close, and then I forgot that it split into 2 sections, so we're actually in the back section.
But we're at the front of the back section, so good for us. I mean, it's just so pretty. Look at that. Even a big solid stripe of concrete monorail track in the way, still very pretty. It's looking promising. Fireworks are on. There's so many people walking past us in the opposite direction.
That's what I'm saying.
It is officially after 9, so the park's closed. No one, unless you're a deluxe resort guest, is getting on anything. First stop, we're heading into the land. And we're the only people walking up here. Here we go. There is no one behind us. Well, there's cast members behind us, but they're supposed to be here. There's no one. There's some people in front of us, but not many. Our Guardians boarding group has been called. I've lost track of John and Adam. They're away ahead somewhere. I was walking with my mum. She's just found a wee spot to sit in the gardens. I did say that I wasn't going to zoom about tonight because I need to conserve my energy for Universal tomorrow. So just leisurely walking over to Guardians, and they'll just be standing there waiting for me when I get there anyway. So barge through before they were supposed to on this. They didn't wait for the doors to open themselves. After umming and ahhing for 5 minutes, we finally decided that we're going to go on test track. The park closes in maybe 35 minutes. It's saying this is a 20-minute wait. 25-minute wait. So hopefully we get away, go on it, we go off it in enough time to get over and jump on Spaceship Earth. Hopefully. We like the Spaceship Earth, and we are the last people.
Slow-moving journey. Your time
Last people on tonight.
slowly rotate back.
Is where is the car? This empty can rolling across the street. Look at it go. Oh, go! Yeah, where could the car be? I simply do not know. We're back from EPCOT. Just popped in to like Flying Fish. Flying Fish? Is that not the that's the restaurant at Boardwalk? Flying Fish. But yeah, just went in to fill up my mug before I go to bed. And it's just so quiet. I mean, I don't think the pool's technically open, but it's just a nice chance to actually show you it because obviously there's no one here. So it's open from 7 AM to 10 PM. It's obviously like 11:30 now, but you can still get in to fill up your resort mug. And also just over there at the Turtle Shack and the Flying Fish where you go in to fill. Is it the Flying Fish? Flying Fish Arcade? Electric Eel's the one round at the front. Okay, that's why I'm confused. But yeah, it's not even like it's a super quiet pool. Well, it's a quieter pool than the main pool, but it's just so chill. anytime I always take this out with me, even if we're not driving somewhere like to the resort, anywhere. Take this with me and fill it up on the way there and keep it in the car. So then I've got a drink in the car if I need one, and then if it's empty I'll just fill it up on the way back. So now I've got it for the room. It's very handy, because I haven't always, since they started charging for resort mugs, I think there might have been a time where they must have still charged for them. I can't remember how it worked. When they first introduced them I think it might have been a slightly different deal. I can't remember what that was though. But for the past few trips I haven't got one because I've just thought I wouldn't get my money's worth out of it. But for $23, that's sort of including tax. I don't know if we got any discount on it. I didn't ask. But obviously, if you ask, you might get annual pass or DVC discount. But yeah, I've definitely got my money's worth out of it. But again, it just depends on where you're staying. Like, we're here, we're very, very close to being able to top up through there. That's the pool just from the old balcony area. We're very close to be able to pop in and do that, but not everyone is obviously as close as that. Hi, we made it home from EPCOT. It is 25 to 1. I'm not dreading tomorrow, that's the incorrect terminology. I'm already apprehensive about my ability to power through tomorrow. What I need to remember is, sorry, I can't remember if I've explained myself or not. Tomorrow is Universal Day 1 of 2. We are checking in to Royal Pacific tomorrow for the night, and we're going to do Universal and Islands in the 2 days. The last time I was here I did Universal in 1 day and pretty much get everything done. Did buy an express pass though to make sure I got through everything, and it was one of the best days I had in the holiday. I bought one of the refillable mugs and it's the most hydrated I've ever been in my life. It was amazing, so I highly recommend picking one of those up for in the park if you're doing it, especially if you're doing it 1 day, just to make sure you're keeping hydrated. It's a big day tomorrow. I have half packed a wee bag for me to take. However, before I dive into bed, I do want to take a moment and have some Cinnabon Cinnamon Roll Cheesecake. Can we just, I mean, it looks an absolute disaster now because it's been mostly eaten, and I know I've caught myself saying how things are my favourite and that they're life-changing. I know I say it frequently, and I know I also say this frequently, but I really, really mean it this time. I mean, it's just pure sugar and cinnamon, which is all a human being wants in life, is sugar and cinnamon. The Cheesecake Factory was good. Certainly this cheesecake is the highlight of it for me. I didn't make the right decision with my meal. It was okay, but I think I just wanted something different. I decided to be brave and get something that I wouldn't necessarily always choose, and it backfired. So that's on me, it's not on the Cheesecake Factory. My mum tried it, she really liked it. I didn't dislike it, it was just fine. However, Cheesecake Factory, what do you go there for? Cheesecake. So therefore, the most important thing is the cheesecake, and this is the best thing that I have ever eaten, ever, and I mean that. It's funny because as soon as I ordered it, so I don't like peanut butter, I know, shock, gasp, horror. I don't know what it is, I wish I did like it. I try it frequently to try and convince myself I do like it. And my dad was choosing the cheesecake and he wanted a peanut butter one, so therefore my mum said that's not fair, Amy won't eat it, so I got to choose one as well, and this is the one I chose. And our server said, excellent choice, it's the best one on the menu. She was right. And funnily enough, Adam had also messaged one of his pals who lives over here and asked what he should order at the Cheesecake Factory. She didn't get back to him until much, much later, but she said this cheesecake is the best thing on the menu. So I've just clearly got very good taste, as does this cheesecake. But anyway, I am going to eat a little bit more of this cheesecake, a couple more forkfuls, pop it back in the fridge so that I won't eat all of it. And then I'm going to hop into bed and get some rest before I am rudely awakened for a very, very busy Universal day tomorrow. So, good night, and I hope you have dreams of cheesecake, because I know I will be.